I'm gonna show you how to get a REESE bass like this. Quick and easy, for free, in this beautiful synthesizer called Vital. You can use any synthesizer to come up with a simple REESE bass, as the principles are universal. Without further ado, we are talking about how to create this beautiful sound. First, we gotta make sure that we open up Vital. The first two oscillators are enabled in this case, and we have simple sine wave shapes. How can we get to these shapes? We are clicking on the top over here, go to basic shapes, and then on the slider over here, we can slide up to get to the triangle shape. I have turned down the phase effect, as we don't want to have randomization and have a fairly stable sound. One thing that I did was I cranked up the voices to have two voices on a second oscillator. First it sounds like this, after it sounds like this. It just gives it more width and a bit of harmony. You can turn it up all the way. As you can hear, it has a really spacey, awesome, robotic kind of sound. Sound design is all about experimentation and figuring out what you like for your style of music. I turn it down to 2. Let's hear what the detune does. I like to have mine at around 12 or 8%, 4%, fairly low. Now what we need to do is we need to enable the filter 1 and 2. The first filter is for the first oscillator, as we can see here. We can change the filter, but we're not going to do that. We are just applying filter 1 and filter 2 to these two. And as you can hear, we instantly have somewhat of a really nice bass sound. As I said in the intro, Vital is completely free. It is a beautiful software. Thanks a lot for that. They did a really amazing job with this synthesizer, and I really like to use it as it's really simple to maneuver around learning sound design. What else can we do? We can turn down the voices. This step is not really necessary, but the bass is most of the time just playing with one note. We can turn the spread up or down to create a more wider sound, a really stereo spreaded sound or a really narrow sound. I like to have mine at around here. And the glide function is really nice as well. I just like to have a little bit of glide in there. With filter 1 and 2 I like to cut off the high frequency and the mid frequency quite a bit, so we are only left with the low bass frequencies. What else could we do? We could pitch up or down the second oscillator. I like to pitch it up, and in the effects tab we have a compressor where I like to drag down the compression for the higher frequency band and the middle frequency band. I just like to have default compression on the lower frequency band, and I like to add some distortion to make it a little bit more punchy before, after. Just a little bit more punch and a little bit more volume. This is basically it. If you want to have a little bit more of a brighter sound, you can just turn up the cutoff filter down here. And you can play around with these different filter types, play around with the resonance, for example. Yeah, that's basically it. So it's super easy, everyone can do it. Leave me some feedback, tell me what you want to see, and I just let this little demo track play now. Bye bye.